Got another somewhat longer video today, kind of a longer explanation of a situation that's developed in our judiciary system this week. It concerns a raft of housing bills that the legislature passed this session in 2023. The bills were SB Senate Bill 323, which I sponsored, and SB 582, sponsored by Greg Hertz. One interesting side fact, we're the two CPAs, the Certified Public Accountants, in the state Senate. As CPAs, we had to take basic economics classes and essentially spend our careers measuring the economy at the microeconomic level. So SB 323 and SB 582 were bills to allow duplexes on single residentially zoned lots and ADUs, accessory dwelling units, respectively, without as much regulation as currently exists, basically private property rights bills. And the goal was to increase housing supply at lower costs through reducing regulations and encouraging increased supply. If you know the supply-demand model in our economics, we're trying to meet that supply that people have demanded here in Montana. They both passed and would have been effective starting today, January 1st, 2024. However, a group named Montanans Against Irresponsible Densification, or MAID, as their acronym, filed a lawsuit around December 15th to stop them from going into effect. With lightning speed, this group found a judge, and got a TRO, a temporary restraining order, or injunction, on a very wonky and faulty reasoning. Here are some of the reasonings the court used, paraphrased a tad for dramatic effect, but that, oh my goodness, a duplex could pop up next door overnight. That the changes the legislature made to what I think are already arbitrary zoning is arbitrary, except we had good reason behind how we formed these laws, but we were not asked to explain, yet, at least, of course. And from the plaintiffs, besides going with the acronym MAID, they also stated, quote, not a single stakeholder member representing quiet, graceful residential neighborhoods was appointed to the Housing Task Force, which was the governor's task force, which is where a lot of these ideas were debated and formulated. Also discussed were SB 382 and SB 245, which weren't subject to this suit, but were on the topics of land use and zoning, but shouldn't have been talked about in this because they weren't subject to this particular lawsuit. And so I really can't think of a more arrogant, elitist comment, especially coming from a group who already owns multiple multi-million-dollar homes. And what's more astounding to me is that a court went along with them with this injunction, and they did it at lightning speed, which is not what the court normally does. So there's an agenda politically, I think, behind this, even in the judicial court system. So it's hinky, to say the least. I'll update you as I know more.